This is the moment of the Delhi blast caught on CCTV. The massive explosion shook the region as people ran for cover. Now India-Pakistan border tensions are mounting once again after Pakistani terror links to the Delhi blast are emerging. Bunker Munir now fears an Indian Army and Indian Air Force onslaught, just like Operation Sindoor. Reports suggest Pakistani army is moving units from Balochistan close to the border with India, fearing an attack by Indian defense forces. While fear has gripped Pakistani military generals, its Air Force chief's family has fled to Canada. Even Munir himself had sent his own family overseas during the India-Pakistan war back in May. Pakistani generals know they just cannot withstand an onslaught by the much superior Indian military. This after Pakistan-based UN-designated global terror outfit Jaish or JEM's role is emerging behind the Faridabad terror module and the Delhi blast. In fact, the radicalized doctors had even made a trip to Turkey where they hatched their terror plot. We'll get you all the details in just a bit. Pakistani-backed Islamist terror groups have conducted over 100 attacks in India since 1989. Now, Telegram chats have also been discovered behind the radicalization of these doctors from Kashmir. In these Telegram chats, they had been discussing topics like global jihad. Personally, I feel anyone talking of jihad in India should be immediately deported. Such dark age cult ideology does not belong in Bharat. A woman doctor who was arrested has also confessed working for Pakistan-based JEM terror network. Pakistan is also carrying out asymmetrical warfare on India. Now NSA Ajit Doval's office has taken over the investigation of GPS spoofing and cyber attack on Delhi airport. More on this investigation is also coming up later. Remember, the Indian Air Force and Indian Army had turned headquarters of Pakistan-based UN-designated terror groups Jaish and Lashkar to rubble during the short war in May. Now, if a Pakistani military role is established, then there will be no bunker deep enough for Munir to hide in.
All those responsible will be brought to justice.
According to this India Today report, 2 Telegram groups played a key role in the radicalization of these doctors. One of them was run by Umar Khattab, a Jaish or JEM operative based in Pakistan. Investigators are examining all the possible links to this Pakistan-based UN-designated terror group JEM led by Masood Azhar. Umar, the man behind the Delhi blast, was in these Telegram chat groups where he was in contact with another Imam from Shopian. The conversations in these groups focused on Kashmir and a global jihad. It is also suspected that members of these groups traveled to Turkey to meet the handlers of these groups and other Islamic extremists. The Turkey trip is being considered as a turning point where the terror module really took shape and plans were made. Upon returning, one of the doctors joined Al Falah University in Faridabad on the outskirts of Indian capital and made 2.9 tons of explosives. The other was posted in Saharanpur in Uttar Pradesh. Turkey and Pakistan have played a role to spread their dark age repulsive cult ideology and radicalize Indian Muslims in an attempt to destabilize India. The Indian National Investigation Agency or the NIA has taken over the Delhi blast case, and what it discovered is truly shocking. The Islamist terror cell had planned to conduct a series of attacks on the Hindu festival of Diwali, failing which their next target had been India's Republic Day celebrations on the 26th of January. As per the sources to NDTV, chilling details have been secured from mobile data recovered from the phone of these suspects, who had been arrested from Faridabad just hours before the blast near Red Fort in Old Delhi. One of the radicalized doctors conducted a detailed recce of the Red Fort area multiple times at the beginning of this year in January. So this terror plot had been in place for a long time. 2 of these radicalized doctors were arrested from Faridabad after the joint operation by Jammu and Kashmir and Haryana police. 800 cops have conducted search operations around Faridabad's Al Falah University after around 2,900 kilograms or 2.9 tons of explosives were recovered from Dr. Muzammil's rented house, who is a medical professor teaching at the same university. The police stated, team is camping at the Al Falah University where the doctor was faculty and is questioning staff members and other doctors. It is believed that the doctor may have used the university lab to make some of these explosives. The NIA is also focusing on the Al Falah University. So far, 8 teams of the Special Task Force are involved in search operations at the university. The joint operation conducted by the police of both the states, Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir, successfully busted this terror cell. From one of the houses, 360 kilograms of explosives was seized, believed to be ammonium nitrate, 1 rifle, 2 automatic pistols, 84 cartridges, 5 liters of chemicals, 20 timers with battery, and 14 bags for allegedly carrying the explosives to the designated location were also recovered. In total, 2.9 tons or nearly 3,000 kilograms of explosives were recovered from 2 residential buildings that were rented by Muzammil in Faridabad hours before the Delhi blast. Another arrest concerning the Delhi bomb blast is of Shaheen Saeed from Faridabad, another doctor by profession. An assault rifle was recovered from her car. Shaheen confessed she recruited women to be part of an Islamic jihadi plot. She was given the task to form the women's wing of the Pakistani banned terror group Jaish or JEM in India. This wing is led by Masood Azhar's sister from Pakistan. Shaheen confessed she tried to brainwash young women, and her job was to train them for terror activities and to grow this Jaish terror network in India. After the blast near Red Fort, the Forensic Science Laboratory team reached the site and collected 40 samples, including 2 cartridges and 2 types of explosive materials. The whole nation is on high alert since the blast, especially New Delhi, Lucknow and Ahmedabad. The states of Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Uttarakhand, Gujarat and Telangana are also in a state of alert. Meanwhile, meetings have been held between Intelligence Bureau, paramilitary forces and Delhi police to review the security situation in the aftermath of the Delhi blast. The man driving this car is Pulwama-based doctor named Umar. Police have already discovered his link to the Faridabad terror cell. Delhi police and communication teams were able to trace its 11-hour route map through multiple cameras positioned at the route taken around the national capital region. Delhi police revealed that the car was driven by Umar and no other passenger was sitting in the car. It stated, "Our officers mapped CCTV cameras to retrace the route of the car, and it was found that the vehicle entered Delhi via Badarpur border from Faridabad. The car was first spotted at 7:30 am outside the Asian Hospital in Faridabad. At 8:13 am, the car crossed the Badarpur toll plaza and entered New Delhi. At 3:19 pm, hours later, the car reached the parking lot near the Red Fort complex and remained parked there for nearly 3 hours. Later, at 6:22 pm, the car exited, and 24 minutes after that, a huge explosion shook the area near the Delhi metro gate. But that's not all. Pakistan knows it has lost each and every war against India. Now Islamabad is trying to carry out asymmetric warfare, which includes GPS spoofing and cyber attacks on key Indian airports. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval's office is investigating such a case of GPS spoofing over the national capital. According to news reports, over 800 plus flight operations at the Indira Gandhi International Airport faced disruptions, and officials are speculating that it may have happened due to a GPS spoofing attack. Now, GPS spoofing can cause disruptions in air traffic, and planes can receive false positional data, erratic terrain alerts, and incorrect navigational readings almost 60 nautical miles from the airport. Airlines including Indigo, Air India, SpiceJet Akasa Air, and international airlines including British Airways and Lufthansa reported facing such issues in flight operations. As per reports, the Automated Terminal Information Service for IGI Airport has been issuing multiple alerts regarding GPS spoofing, and the airlines have also been in communication with their pilots regularly. Crews also reported that they were forced to depend on manual air traffic guidance. So India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, along with the Directorate General of Civil Aviation of the DGCA and the Airports Authority of India (AAI), is conducting a thorough investigation into these incidents. According to initial evaluation, officials are suggesting a possible hybrid playbook which involves cyber attack or electronic interference aimed at paralyzing the national capital's critical infrastructure. Aviation authorities report that they have observed this pattern of disruptions previously, but near the western border. Between November 2023 and February 2025, Indian authorities recorded approximately 465 incidents of GPS interference and spoofing along the border regions near Amritsar and Jammu. According to DGCA's mandate, pilots and airlines are to report any kind of spoofing incidents within 10 minutes of its happening. Social media too has been buzzing with one user saying, quote, "What concerns me more than the Red Fort blast is the GPS spoofing at Delhi's IGI airport 2 days ago. This wasn't just a glitch, possibly GPS signal tampering. Had the pilots not wisely shifted to manual, planes could have crashed. This wasn't just a technical fault, but a sign of cyber warfare." Another person added, "High GPS spoofing over Delhi disrupted air traffic and Google Maps. The fake satellite signals are stronger than authentic GPS signals, causing aircraft systems to miscalculate their position." Unquote. Officials are now probing links between such electronic warfare and spoofing activities to the Faridabad terror cell and the blast near Red Fort. Analysts are now calling this a pattern of technological warfare and expressed concerns over the fact that it may have been emerging from Pakistan Intelligence Network or the ISI. With this, they also warned that India may be currently dealing with an advanced hybrid terror tactic whereby terror groups used cyber disruptions to create confusion either before or after conducting a large-scale physical attack like the blast near Red Fort. According to a report by Eurasian Times, 2024 witnessed an unprecedented increase in spoofing incidents by 500% across the world. GPS spoofing incidents are also recorded in conflict-prone regions like Israel, Syria, Egypt, Lebanon, Russia, and Ukraine. So is this part of Pakistan's cyber terror plot against India? And more importantly, will Pakistan ever give up state-sponsored terror, or will India have to launch Operation Sindoor Part 2? Leave a comment with your opinion, hit the like button, and subscribe to Inconnect News.